If you struggle finishing against a trailing defender who's constantly blocking your shot, these are the 3 things you gotta work on. The first thing is when you beat your defender, you wanna then cut off your defender or at least beat them to the spot. Improving your angle will always improve your finishing. The second thing is having the ability to extend the ball forward, outward. Sometimes I might sneak it and go inward. We need the variety of extensions. The third thing is mixing up your feet. Sometimes it makes sense to finish on that first step if you want to finish quick. Sometimes you need to take that extra step to improve your angle or to decelerate. The third thing you might be able to do is land on 2, improve your balance, add fakes, add step throughs. You need variety, and if you can master those 3 things, you're gonna be finishing better than ever against a trailing defender. We're gonna cover all these keys in detail, as well as give you some drills that you can take and work on to instantly improve your finishing. So the first key is our driving angle. If he's guarding me and I go forward and he gets into my body, now I'm pushed out, I have a hard finish, hard angle. What I wanna be able to do is beat him to the spot. So when we're even or he's slightly trailing, I'm not going straight, I'm immediately going in. How do I go in? I go in with my feet. Notice how my feet are turning, go with me. My feet are turning, my hips are turning, where now he's trailing and behind, where now I have that extension. What I see a lot of players do that struggle with this is they might go in with their body, but their feet go the other direction. Or I might go in with my feet, but my hips and body are turned the opposite direction. You are gonna go where your hips go. So my golden rule is when you take off and you're trying to beat your defender to the spot, you wanna turn with your feet and turn with your hips, where now he's trailing, I can go here, I can extend here, but that's how you do it. Your feet and hips dictate the direction that you go. If you want more of like a full breakdown, we released a previous video on driving angles. I would be sure to check that out. The second key is having different ways to extend the ball. So say he's guarding me, I drive in. What I see a lot of players struggle with is defenders trailing and they go up and go overhand finish. This is the easiest way for that trailing defender to still get a piece of the ball. So say I'm like this, say he's on the inside of me. He's trailing, but he's on the inside. Well, it doesn't make sense to go like this. It makes sense to extend the ball away. I'm constantly thinking, how can I get this ball the furthest distance away from my primary defender? So this would be you finish outside. Say he comes back and he's a little bit more behind the shoulder and he thinks I'm going outside, then I can sneak it inside to improve my angle and alter the direction of his jump and block. Another one could be I'm driving and he's more trailing, almost like the outside shoulder. So if I go like this and try to finish, he might get that. I might take one more step, extend the ball away here, and now I got reverse options. You notice there's just 3 different ways. I can go forward, I can go out, I can go in. I could also take that in finish and go with my left hand, but we need variety of different ways to finish based on how close we are to the rim, but where our defender is. Constantly think to yourself, if my defender is here, how can I get that ball the furthest distance away to really improve the ability to get my finish off uncontested? Now let's talk about altering and mixing up your footwork. So say I'm driving and he's trailing me and I pick up the ball, and on my first step I have a good enough angle, I have really good spacing to the rim, and I feel like on this first step I should be able to finish quickly when he's not ready. So in this scenario, I would do a same foot, same hand finish. Most shot blockers are expecting 1, 2, jump, and that's when they jump. So if you have the ability to alter their timing and jump out the first step, notice that ball went out before his hand even went up. That's when I would use that same foot, same hand finish. Another time I would mix up my feet is say I go like this, I pick up the ball here, and on my step I'm like, yo, if I go straight up, he might block it. So instead of finishing on the strong side, I might take that second step and get longer and finish on the weak side. Notice it improved my angle on the other side. It covered more distance and more ground. And it also helped me be able to lengthen and get away, get separation from my defender. So that'd be another time. Another time I could use that second step is maybe he's trailing, but as I pick the ball up from further away, I realize if I just take a step forward, he might still be with me. So on this second step, instead of going forward, go with me, I go inward, cut him off, and now I'm even in a better position to extend the ball away. The last one is finishing off 2 feet. Maybe I know that my defender is athletic, maybe they're bouncy, I know that they're constantly trying to jump and block shots, so I'm gonna use that to my advantage. I take off, he's trailing, instead of going up, I land, maybe I fake, get him in air, and then I can finish. Maybe I go like this and I land right here. I do a jump stop, fake. He's still trailing me. I step away and extend the ball. But you can see how there's all different ways to mix up and alter the timing of a trailing defender. Don't just do the traditional 1-2. Make sure you spend time on the quick finish and on the balance. Take your time, pump fake, step through finish. If you have all of those, you're gonna instinctually realize what to use, when to use it, and how to use it in real game time. Drill 1, ball on back drill. First thing is, he doesn't know when I'm going, which direction I'm going. The ball's on his back. The moment he feels it release, the drill is live. The reason I like this drill so much is, whether I go left or right, the moment I release the ball, I immediately have to work on our first key, which is beat him to the spot. Notice we're even. There's gonna be a lot of times he might be slightly trailing, but what we can't do is go straight. We have to get past and then get in with our feet, with our hips, really try to cut him off and then work on those extensions. So let's see one demonstration right here. I can go left or right. I could fake, I could move the ball, I release, I beat him to the spot, I cut him off, and then I finish. We mix up the spot every single time. We're not gonna finish in the same position. So ball's behind his back, I can go left or right, I'm taking off, I gotta beat him to the spot, oh, I take off. Notice I use that extra step because if I finish on that first step, I wouldn't have had the space to reverse it. So now we're at this spot. Again, ball on back. I'm faking, I'm moving, I'm taking off, beat him to the spot, cut him off. Notice right there, I went inside hand. So there's times to extend out. There's times you use that inside hand. There's times you might switch and go left. Now we're working on variety of finishes and we're really working on improving that angle. The next drill is triple thread advantage. I have 1 foot inside his feet, 1 foot outside his feet. His feet are down. He can move his feet a little, but he can't go above or off the line. So I'm like this, I can jab. You can slide on the line if you want to. I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Notice though, my foot is gonna get outside his foot, which means when I first take off, I should have that first advantage. But he doesn't know when I'm going. So I'm here, I'm tapping, I'm rocking the ball, I'm taking off, I'm here. I cut him off, get in front, extend that ball. That's one way to finish. Next time I go, we go to the left side. So now my left foot's outside, right foot's in. Especially as a righty, it wouldn't make as much sense to just rip and go this way. Notice where my hips are. We already talked about so important on your driving is where your feet and hips are angled. So now on this one, when I take off, I'm actually gonna do a load step where my foot goes back. So I'm tapping, I might fake like this, I'm here, I take off, I get past, I get in front, I extend the ball, and that's another finishing option right there. So the last drill is, we have a trailing defender who's roaming. So I'm just playing with the ball. The rule is he can't get in front of me. He can be behind or on the side. I'm just doing this. I have no idea when the drill is live. He's gonna be the one that dictates and says live. Cut him off, extend. Notice I went with that left hand right there. So then maybe I go again, as always. Keep mixing up the spots. So let's go on this side now. Sometimes you gotta finish from this angle. Same exact drill. I'm just constantly ready. I'm cutting him off. Oh, inside hand right there. I think the biggest thing is when you do drills like this, don't just do what's comfortable. Mix it up. Sometimes go right, left, back to the left hand. Sometimes go same foot, extend out. Sometimes land and extend forward, like we've been covering. I think when you do live drills, it's not your time to do the same thing. It's your time to expand your game, to be creative, and to try new stuff. If you can master your driving angle, you can really work on extending the ball away with your left, your right, it's forward, it's out, it's in. And you have the ability to finish off any foot. You're good with the quick finishes. You're good with the decel finishes. You're good with the lane on two and fake finishes. Once you have that, now it's time to do it in live drills. So the drills we gave you, find a partner, work on that stuff. Because one thing I know to be true is you don't have a skill until it's measured up against pressure. So when you can start to apply these new teaching points, the angle, the footwork, the extensions with a live defender, then and only then will these skills start to translate. Get to work.